Donald Trump certainly was a difficult candidate to cover. He was very hostile to the media, and as a result, the rallies and the people at his rallies were also very hostile. And I hope, and I like to think, most journalists didn't change what they did as a result of that, but it certainly wasn't a pleasant experience.
So Hillary Clinton's campaign is really protective of her, and so you don't get a lot of time with the candidate.
How are you feeling, Secretary Clinton?
It's a lot of shouting questions and, sort of chasing her whereabouts, but never actually getting to talk to the candidate.
I think there should definitely be lessons learned from this campaign for both politicians and the media.
In the last half of August, we barely saw Hillary Clinton.
On the Clinton side, I think access and secrecy has always been an issue, and eventually, countdowns were run for how many days she had gone without holding a press conference.
I'm very proud of what The Guardian did throughout this election, and also what newspapers in America did during this election.
Fact-checking Donald Trump became, I think, a cottage industry in itself in journalism in 2016. I mean, has there ever been a candidate who has so blatantly and frequently lied?
I saw people getting together and in fairly large numbers celebrating as the World Trade Center was coming down.
I guess we learned that sometimes you just have to call a lie, which is really hard, and I think journalists really are wary of ever calling anything a lie because that implies intent, and I think, dancing around that wouldn't have been the right way to present it. You don't want to give it any credence if it's completely untrue.
I think I have misgivings about some of the unquestioning coverage that Trump in particular was given on US TV networks. But I think The Guardian also was very early on willing to take Trump and Bernie seriously in a way that many news outlets were simply ridiculing them. And I think that's some of the perspective that comes from being an outsider on American politics.
I was the Africa correspondent of The Guardian for 6 years, and I covered elections all around the continent, and plenty of allegations of rigging, plenty of fears of violence. So it's been fascinating to come to America and see democracy from another point of view, see some of those same issues raised, including the idea of a dangerous demagogue inciting violence. In my past career, I've witnessed that democracy can be surprisingly fragile.